So for the first genre I'm gonna be talking about for this list, I'm gonna start off simple with something that's really popular, it's really big, and it's just one of those main genres that almost everybody knows about. And obviously that genre is shonen. Now, when it comes to shonen shows, generally the tag that accompanies it is fantasy, superpower, and it's basically fighting kind of fan service. And well, who can blame them? As humans, we love violence, and we love it even more if it's the extraordinary kind of violence. I mean, that's why wrestling and martial arts are so popular in terms of show business, in terms of sports. And how much better if we were to add fire, magic, lightning, water, earth, air, whatever element you think of or magic you think of into the mix? Why not? Right? I mean, who wouldn't want someone to basically jump up high to the sky because they have wings and do a flying kick? I mean, if Kamen Rider can do it and they're just jumping, it'll be even more awesome if someone can fly up even higher and just swing down faster, kick harder, right? I mean, why not? I know I like it, and because I know how popular this genre is, I know many people like it too. And well, it's no exaggeration to say that it is a very popular genre because it is what it is. So, what is shonen? Shonen in general means young adult male or young boy. So it's really a show targeted towards middle schoolers in terms of age and elementary schoolers. And is it such a bad thing for that kind of thing? No, it's not, because just because the target market is younger boys doesn't mean that older boys or middle-aged guys can't enjoy the show too. I mean, think of it this way. If you grow up watching a show, you'll find yourself endeared to those characters. You'll be forming a relation of some sort to that particular character. And when you grow up, and this show just keeps carrying on like Dragon Ball, Detective Conan, One Piece, well, you don't suddenly stop loving those characters when you reach a certain age. You might get more busy and you might find it harder and harder to make the time to watch the show, but that doesn't mean that you'll stop loving the show unless, they kill off your favorite character, they kill off your waifu, or they kill off your husband, in which case maybe you'll stop liking the show because your favorite character's dead. But I digress. The show is still going to be something you can enjoy. It's like when you grow up reading Marvel comics or DC comics, or maybe you're Japanese or someone who reads Japanese manga instead of American manga, and you read City Hunter, Dragon Ball, that kind of manga, that kind of show. You grew up reading those and watching those. If they're gonna get animated or if they're gonna get a new kind of show, there will always be a certain level of excitement that you will feel because, well, what can I say? You love them, and I can't blame you. No one can. It's just something you like. It's just something you love. It's just something that you're attached to. And because of that, that's why, as a genre, shonen is such a big thing, because as it matures, its audience also matures. But just because the audience mature doesn't mean that the audience stops being an audience. The audience will still enjoy those very same content. And what it develops into is sometimes those shows add more and more into the mix, and it generally gets more and more tags. And that basically broadened the horizon for even more enjoyers to enjoy that particular genre. So let's do a simple example. Hunter x Hunter. At first, it's really shonen. It's really simple. You fight, you fight, you fight. You basically signed up for a guild. I mean, Hunter Guild, Adventurer Guild, it's like potato. Not that much of a difference. It's just different name or a different word, but it just means the same damn thing. But then, a certain spikes was put into the mix. Game and Isekai. If you watch Hunter x Hunter, because I'm not going to spoil the show, you know what I mean. And then you add in card collector or hero collector into the mix. And then you mix in aliens or insects or, mutation, that kind of stuff. And you add in psychology and all that. The show itself evolves, but even as it evolves around the core of the show. It doesn't fundamentally change the show, but it does add spices into the show and how the show plays out. So in terms of recommendation for shonen, well, since I've been using Hunter x Hunter as an example, definitely check that show out. But if you want another more simplistic but powerful kind of shonen, you can try out Letter B or Star Driver. And to be honest, there's so many more shows, some of them popular like One Piece, Dragon Ball, and of course, Fairy Tail, one of my personal favorites. Some of them, on the other hand, are not that popular, but enjoyable nonetheless. But my recommendation would be Hunter x Hunter, Fairy Tail, Star Driver, Letter B, Chrome Shell Radios, I guess, though that one might be seinen, I don't know, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Because yeah, I like that show. Don't use the show to learn how to play the game, just watch the show for the what the fuck moments. It's enjoyable. And that's all it needs to be an entertaining show.